Have you ever noticed that the loudest person in the room isn't always the one people should pay attention to? Most of us naturally notice people who talk a lot, express every opinion, and make their presence impossible to ignore. But psychology suggests something interesting. The people who speak the least are often the ones observing the most. While everyone else is busy trying to be heard, quiet people are usually busy paying attention. They notice changes in behavior, hidden emotions, fake confidence, and small details that others completely miss. Their silence isn't emptiness, it's information gathering. And that's exactly why quiet minds can be far more powerful than loud ones. The truth is, loud people often reveal everything about themselves without realizing it. Their thoughts, emotions, plans, frustrations, and opinions are constantly visible to everyone around them. But quiet people are different. They listen more than they speak. They observe more than they react. And because they reveal very little, they're often difficult to predict. You never fully know what they're thinking, what they've noticed, or what conclusions they've already reached. And human beings naturally find unpredictability powerful. It's the same reason a silent opponent in a competition often feels more intimidating than someone who constantly talks. The quiet person creates uncertainty, and uncertainty gets attention. Another reason quiet minds seem so powerful is because they usually think before they react. Most people act on emotion. They get angry and immediately send the message. They feel hurt and instantly respond. They hear criticism and immediately defend themselves. But quiet people often pause first. They analyze situations before making decisions. That small habit gives them an advantage because many of life's biggest mistakes happen during emotional reactions. While others are responding impulsively, quiet people are often evaluating the situation from multiple angles. They understand that not every battle deserves attention, and not every opinion deserves a response. What's interesting is that society often underestimates quiet people. Many assume silence means weakness, shyness, or lack of confidence. But that's not always true. In many cases, quiet people simply don't feel the need to constantly prove themselves. They don't need to dominate every conversation or seek attention from everyone around them. Their confidence often comes from understanding rather than being noticed. And because people underestimate them, they gain something valuable: freedom to observe without being observed. While everyone focuses on the loud personalities in the room, the quiet person is learning how everyone else thinks. Quiet minds also spend more time alone, and that creates another hidden advantage. Solitude gives the brain space to process ideas deeply. In today's world, most people are constantly distracted by notifications, social media, conversations, and endless noise. Their minds rarely get a chance to slow down. But quiet people often enjoy spending time alone with their thoughts. This allows them to reflect, connect ideas, solve problems, and understand themselves on a deeper level. Many of the world's best ideas, inventions, and breakthroughs didn't come from noisy environments. They came from moments of silence where the mind had room to think. Another thing people rarely understand is that silence doesn't mean nothing is happening. Some of the busiest minds belong to the quietest people. While they may appear calm on the outside, their brain is constantly analyzing situations, studying patterns, and processing information. They're watching body language, listening to tone of voice, noticing inconsistencies, and learning things that others completely overlook. That's why quiet people often surprise everyone around them. They may remain silent for hours, but when they finally speak, their words often carry more weight because they've spent so much time observing before talking. And perhaps that's the biggest reason quiet minds can seem dangerous. They don't waste energy trying to impress people. They invest that energy into understanding people. In a world where everyone wants attention, they focus on awareness. In a world full of noise, they focus on listening. And in a world where most people react instantly, they choose to think first. That's a rare skill today. So the next time you meet someone who doesn't say much, don't assume they have nothing to offer. Sometimes the quietest person in the room is the one who understands the most. And sometimes the minds that make the least noise are the ones with the greatest power.